Welcome to the Richard Lloyd USA YouTube channel. I'm Richard Lloyd. Today I'm doing a answer video. I basically have a question from one of my viewers in the comments section that asked me, how do I access network shared files on my phone? So I'm going to show you how to do that on your phone. And what it's going to require is some sort of network access to a file or to a folder or to a drive. Now I've created a video doing just that. I'm going to link it up here, and that is creating a NAS out of a EA8300 Linksys router and using DD-WRT to do so. So for everybody who watched that video and got that done and has network drives currently shared out to their network, happily spinning away, this video is for you. And why? Because having access to your network shared folders and your network shared drives on your phone is a very powerful thing. You can back up everything on your phone to your network drives, as long as you're connected to Wi-Fi inside your network, and vice versa. You can take files from your network drives and put them on your phones. And I will show you how to do this here on this video. Now I want to thank Daniel Francisco 0826 for asking this question on that turn your router into a powerful file server with DD-WRT and a USB hub video. I think that should be shortened on that title, but anyway, works. And he asked the question, how do I look at these files on my phone? I'll show you how to do it. Now, I do not have a iOS phone. I only have an Android phone. It's a Samsung. So I can't show you how to do this on iOS, but here are the instructions. So pause this video, look at the screen, and if you have an iOS phone or iPad or iPhone, whatever, these are the instructions for it. That should give you access to those files, and then you're off to the rodeo, as they say. Now, the nice thing about accessing these files on your phone through the network is that they don't have to actually be moved to your phone. You're just reading them off the network. It's basically, it's like a window into your files without actually having to dump all that stuff onto your phone to see it. So audio files, video files, documents, whatever, pictures, all completely stored on the network, and you can browse them all. Now, as Uncle Ben said to Peter Parker, with great power comes great responsibility. And what do I mean by that? And that was ironic, by the way, because Peter broke his heart about a minute later. But regardless, I mean that when you're using any device on network shares and they are wide open, in other words, they're read and they have read access and write access to them, that means you can not only add more files to it, you can delete files from it, you can move them around, you can, whatever control you want on your file, network files, you have it on your phone. So yeah, that comes with a lot of responsibility because, you mess it up and you'll delete a whole bunch of files. But the beautiful thing is you can take all the videos, all the pictures, all the stuff on your phone and move it over to a file folder on your network attached storage, or NAS. Again, see that video I put up earlier on. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to show you the default way. There's a My Files app on Android phones and certainly Samsung phones. If you don't have it, just keep watching. I'll show you other file managers to handle this, to help you handle this. So just go to search and search for My Files. As you can see here, I already have it. So just My Files. There we go. Click on that. Looks like a folder. And this is, right now, what you're seeing is My Files, and it is a file manager. It's very powerful, actually. So again, go to this. Then where you're going to go from here is you're going to go to the network storage button near the bottom there. And then you're going to add network storage. So click on that plus button. Then notice what it says. Network drive SMB version 1, version 3. So this thing won't let you connect to anything lower than version 2, and that's a good thing, because anything lower than version 2 on SMB is completely compromised, and you should never connect to a less than 2 version SMB network. If you do, basically your device is going to be owned. It's just don't do it. So I'm going to click on network drive and SMB, and it's going to go looking for it. It's not going to find it. I'm just going to click on add manually. There we go. And the address, I'm going to put the IP address of my NAS or my router, 192.168.1.1. The port is always 445. And the username for me, well, you put what you would like in there, what your username is. I'm putting mine, which is Richard. There we go. And then password, mine is Max, $, special character, 459. There we go. And if you want to see it, just hit the I there. I would always disclose it just to make sure you got it right and save yourself a lot of aggravation. And here I'm just going to put the display name, NAS. There we go. And done. Or, well, add. What did I mess up? Oh, there. 192.168.1.1. The full IP address is required. I click add. And boom, there's my 3 drives just waiting for me to do whatever I want with them. So I'm just going to open up the SSD 250, go to the bucket folder. There you can see all the folders and stuff. Now, I'll go a little further with my files. Now, if we go back and back and back, all the way home, just hit the home button. You can see now that you've got access to everything in your phone, internal storage, whatever. Pictures, images, videos. So if you go to images, here you can just say, I'm going to just copy one file there and just hit copy. And then go to the home button again, network storage, NAS, the 250 gig drive. I'm just going to dump it right here. Copy here. There it is. Now, I'm going to open up this same folder on my computer. So that's the 250 right there. And there's the picture. And there's me smiling with a hard drive in my hand. Actually, one of the ones I'm using right now. So there you go. You can just copy all your files over to the network share, wherever you want. And you can also, I'm going to highlight it and delete it. Delete. There we go. Now we refresh this and it's gone. Powerful, right? Really powerful. So you've got access to all that. The only problem with my files is that it's a terrible media player. I'll show you why. If you go back to that, and let's go to my car video, and it's just me fixing a car. Click the video. See what happens? It's downloading. It's going to download the whole file before it gives you an option to play it. So here I'm just going to hit cancel. So this is a terrible option for watching or looking at pictures or anything else, because it's just it takes forever. But there are solutions. So I'm going to be closing this out here, and we're going to go to the Play Store, and we're going to get a program called CX Explorer. And I think I have it here. There it is. CX File Explorer is what we're going for. The solid, you can do that, but CX File Explorer is excellent. So Play Store. There we go. And search for it, and CX. There it is, CX File Explorer. Click on Install. Now this is a file manager and media player on steroids, basically. It works really well. And I'm going to show you one more, which is my favorite beyond this one. So it's free. It's installed. I'm going to click on Open. And you can read the privacy policy, whatever. We don't care. We're going to go next. Access request. Of course, it's got to have access to all the files on your phone to be a file manager. So you got to give it that. So here you can see it near the bottom, CX File Explorer. There we go. Then click Allow for the notifications, and there it is, nice and clean, right? Tells you all about your storage on your device. Works really great. Now, it's like File Explorer, but it works better as a media player. So here we're going to go to Network, and we're going to click on New Location, and then we're going to go on the remote off the cloud. You could put cloud, but we're not doing that. Remote, and you're going to click on SMB, and here we're going to put the IP address of the router or the NAS. There it is, and a username, which is me. There we go. And password. And it doesn't allow you to see it, but we're just going to hit OK. There. Boom. There's my 3 drives. Isn't that beautiful? Go back to that 250 gig drive. Go back to bucket and car video. And you see how quickly it even gives you a preview? It's awesome. Click on that. And
at this point, it's ready.
There you go.
So it's just a matter of finagling it out, you know, getting the axle out here.
So, yeah, it works. And I'm just going to go back to the file browser here. Oop. Okay. There it is. All right. So you see that it works just fine. For video, it works great. For audio, there's audio, you can play it. There it is. And, of course, pictures as well. So let's go back to car pics here. Just choose one of those. Let's go with that one. Okay. And you can move, delete, whatever you want with this program as well. So let's see, beach video. Let's go copy. Let's copy it. And let's put it in just here. Paste it here. And you can see that it's going to move it over here. Now, it's a huge file. It's massive, but at least it gives you an update of what it's doing for copying and moving. Again, I'm going to hit cancel here. Don't need to go all the way through that. And that's it. You know, documents as well. It'll show you that. Like, for instance, let's do that. There's my notes for this video. And how about the manual for that router? You can look on any PDF reader that you want. Let's go with Drive here always. There we go. There's the Linksys manual for that router. Beautiful, right? And you can store that on, like, well, it's stored here on the network. So I got that off that network drive. Again, just like file browser. Sorry, my files. You can access all your stuff local, like main storage, which is the main drive, apps, downloads, you name it. There's audio and video, again, full featured. So that's how you access files and media on your phone. I'm going to go for the bonus round here, and I'm going to put in VLC, which is actually one of my favorites for media. It's not a file manager, it's just a media browser, but it plays everything. It plays anything and everything. It'll even play DVDs. That's how crazy that is. It's open source too, which I really like. And let's see. Okay, so there's what all about VLC, and VLC stands for Video LAN Client. Notice the LAN portion. It's built to access files off a LAN network. Now, VLC also works in Windows and in Linux as well. I'm not sure about iOS though. I would be almost surprised if it didn't. So type in VLC here, and just go to that. And you can see you should be installing the one that looks like an orange road pylon. So install it. Pretty quick. This is not going to work outside your network. You have to be at your house connected to Wi-Fi. Other than that, you have to be locally able to access the router, right? I know you can do it remotely, but I'm not going into that because, you know, giving access to the internet to your files, never a good thing. It can be done. It can be done safely too, but it requires some work. I may do a video on that or later. Hit on open. Of course, you're going to welcome to VLC. Permissions, of course, just like any other thing that's looking at your files, it needs permission. So there it is at the bottom. I'm going to give it permission. Go back. Auto discover your media. Yeah, it will scan your whole phone, and you know, for media, which is cool because then it qualifies it, puts it in folders and everything else. Click allow on that, and you know, more of the blah blah blah. Okay, here I'm going to say yes because I do have an external SD card on this. And I'm going to hit the browse folder in the center at the bottom, and we're going to add a network shared to this. Now, okay, well, add a server favorite. That's what you're going to do. So I clicked on the 3 little dots at the top right and added a server favorite. Here we're going to click on SMB. My pause is because this is a little cumbersome, but once you get past the cumbersome part, you get something that's just amazing. So, you know, and if VLC, you guys are, you know, the programmers for VLC are listening, mimic what CX Browser did with the username and password combination, okay? Much simpler than what these guys do. So here, SMB, the port's going to be 445. Oops. There we go. And make sure on the drop down that you chose SMB. Network IP address 192.168.1.1. Folder name, server name for convenience. Okay, we're going to call it NAS. But notice it hasn't asked me for a username and password. It's just assuming it's a wide open folder. So I'm going to hit done because it's not, but I'm going to hit done and OK, and I'll show you how to get around that problem. Right now over here, you'll see that there's a NAS on the top right corner with 3 shares. Probably because I've been here before. Severe weather alert. Well, that's in. Okay, here we go. And you can't see anything. You know. Well, yeah. Whoa. Wait a second. There they are. I think it's caching my password from the 50 times that I've done this, but you won't. You should probably not see that. Now go down here to the More button at the bottom right, and then go to Settings. Scroll that all the way down to Advanced. And here, uncheck the Prefer SMB1. How dangerous is that? It's back to Settings. Go all the way down to Advanced again. Make sure that it's unchecked, because having that checked makes it foolproof for this program. It'll attach to anything, but you don't want to attach to anything that's SMB1. Okay, so uncheck that so that that never happens. Go back to the home screen or the browse button at the bottom with the folder, and NAS is there, and go to the 3 buttons on the NAS folder. Click on Edit. Here you got 192.168.1.1. We'll put your username in here. I'm going to put in Richard. There we go. And then a colon, and then your password. Yeah, cumbersome, right? Max again, $459. So username, colon, password, that's it. And then leave the folder path empty. Make sure it's on 445 and SMB. Okay. Now, I should have access to those folders. So let's go to my 5 terabyte drive. And there it is, bucket. Beach video, let's go to that one. Beach sunset. And this tells you about the player controls, just because I've just installed it. There's my beach sunset. You know, you can flip it if you wish by flipping the phone. Real nice. You know, excellent player, excellent media player. Works on anything. Car video, let's go there. And see how fast it is? It's just snappy.
So it's just a matter of finagling it out, you know.
And again, my favorite for doing this for sure. So other than the cumbersome login, you can see here I have access to everything. Now, even though it's just a media player, it is also a file browser. And, you know, you can actually tell it to delete stuff. And you don't want that, right? Let's see if I can get that to happen. There's a picture. Let's see if I get the option. No. Good. I don't see it. But I remember seeing someplace here where it would allow you to erase a file. So, again, if you're sharing stuff to people who are cumbersome or you don't want, or stuff that you don't want erased or moved around, just share it as a read-only file and give them a user like a kid's account and go that way, okay? So that's it for my video. If you like this video and it helped you out in some way, do me a huge favor. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up there at the bottom of the box of the video. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, helps me out, helps my channel, helps my content to be shared out to more people. So you're actually helping other people find this content by giving me a like. So please, please, please give me a like. Just like I said on the start of this video, Mr. Daniel Francisco 020826 created this video by asking me a question in the comment section. So put your comments, questions, suggestions, anything you want to say to me, put it in the comment section below this video. I really appreciate your feedback, and obviously it helps me make more content that you want. Also, in the video description below, I'll probably put some notes from this video in there as well. The chapters help you navigate through the video much quicker. They're YouTube chapters. Really handy new feature. Thank you, YouTube. And there'll be product links there that are affiliate links. They help me out. And when you use those for anything I use in this video, like, you know, the router or network cards or whatever, I get a little portion of that sale, and it doesn't cost you any more than going directly to the seller on Amazon. And the other thing also that it does, it gets you the same stuff I use on the video and the same stuff I use and trust by using those links. So really appreciate that as well. If you like my content and you want to see more, do me and yourself a favor and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon as a part of that process. I really, really appreciate that as well. When you hit the bell icon, that's the notification bell. It will actually notify you every time I put up a new video, and I usually premiere them. So when you see that pop up, if you click on it right away, I'm live on that video. I'll be in the comment section, and you can ask me and talk to me in the comment section there as well. I really appreciate that too. Just like always, take care of yourself, take care of everybody else around you, and stay healthy, stay happy, and we'll see you on the next video.